Okay, we've got our recording started. We are starting strong with 104 participants. Michael, I think you're going to be proud of everybody. We have Michael Huggins as our trainer today. We were fortunate here in the Salt Lake area to have training by Michael Huggins, by Scott Rowe, by Christian, by John, by so many of the team leaders here locally, and of course by Bob Snyder as well as at our regionals last week. What a fantastic, wonderful group. It was uplifting. It was informative. Ron Williams getting us all excited to get buffed up and take care of the best real estate we've got, right? And Michael was there, and you can't help but like being around Michael. He's got this smile, he's got this easy sense of humor, but most of all, he's got a wisdom and intelligence that transcends his young years. And it was wonderful to see him and Vanessa. Michael, how are you this morning?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, Ron. Thank you so much for the intro and getting things started off on the right foot. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Money Monday, baby. Let's get started. All right. I am the host. Welcome, everyone that's decided to be on time today. What we're going to do now is jump into boom. Sharing. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So as we are continually working on ourselves, I thought we'd share this quote real quick because too many people forget that this is the main mission, right? Doing real estate, doing business, growing in all these areas are only because we want to grow personally. We want to grow as people. So here's what Jim Rohn said. He said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. Income seldom exceeds personal development. So hopefully you guys are continuing to work on your personal development. What we've seen time and time again is people taking the right action. They start making lots of money, but if they don't do their personal development and that income exceeds how much they've worked on themselves, then their income will go back down instead of going up. My income has gone up for 8 years. So that just shows me that I'm continuing to work harder on myself than on my job because my money keeps going up. We have to keep working on ourselves. So that's what we did this weekend, right? We did a lot of recognition and training and showing people how to continually work on themselves. We had a lot of great examples. Wanda and Lauren and William, all you amazing people who did your first regional training. That was awesome. Great work. Okay, so today's topic. Yeah, it was awesome. I'm going to be where's your teeth? Oh, I see what you're saying. Don't worry, Mike. We'll fix that. Okay, so this weekend is going to be the Sacramento Regionals, which I'm going to be at. Really excited about that. And then we got Scottsdale coming up next month, and then I'll be in Seattle the following month. So exciting stuff. All right. So today, here's what I'm going to talk about. I want to make sure that you guys are making money. Okay, so man, this weekend was awesome. This weekend was awesome. So God, I wish I could tell some of you, but some of you missed it. So you gotta come to Sacramento to see what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Remember, as you guys are coming in, to turn your video off. So when you get in here, everything's neat, no distractions. Okay. So here's what we're going to be working on today. Did you know there are 98 days left this year? 98 days left for 2018. So are you doing it? Are you sticking with it? There are things you said you were going to do in 2018. Now we've got to keep this stuff in perspective. This is where our focus is going to pay off incredibly. Right? We've been talking. We've been telling people our goals. Right? We told them all year. So are we going to hit them? This is going to be interesting, right? I went back and looked, and in order for me to hit my goal, do you guys remember what I said? I wanted to make $1 million, paid by Renatus. I want 2 commas on my 1099. So we now have October, November, and December left. Remember, if we look at the calendar here for September 24th, really we are already a week into October. Some people go, well, we still got time, right? It's still September. We still got time. But the last day to put in orders for September was 14/15. That weekend. So that's when October starts right here. October started right here. So if we go back and look, the last payday for that was fun. Last payday for 2018 is going to be December 28th, which means the last day to put in orders is again going to be this weekend here, 14/15. So in Denver on the 15th, we are going to be having a party, FYI. So you can bring some guests. We get orders in that day. They can still count for 2018. So we got 98 days left this year, which means we really only have 86 days to put in orders, right? A 12-day pay cycle to put in orders. So what are we going to do?
Outside. Outside, go.
Go outside. Okay, so we're looking at the next 90 days. Are we going to use this time wisely? And we're looking at what we should be, what gets our time, what deserves our attention, what are we going to stay up late for, what are we going to get up early for? It's crunch time, baby. It's crunch time. There's going to be all sorts of distractions this last quarter. There's going to be all sorts of excuses that come up. And you know what a lot of people are going to say? A lot of people are going to say, well, you know, haven't you heard of these myths, these fourth quarter myths? And this is what people are going to start to try to tell you, right? Here you are, you got your goal. You're moving forward in the right direction. And all these people come up and they're going to say, hey, did you know there's a rumor out there? We're starting a rumor. And the rumor is the fourth quarter is harder to make sales. You know, winter means sales are down. That's what some people are going to try to tell you. In the winter, oh man, people are spending money on Christmas. They can't get a combo from you. That's a bunch of crap. Don't listen to that. So that's a rumor. The other thing people will tell you is that all their money is spent. Right? Your client's money is all spent. You spent it on Christmas stuff. They can't buy from you. They spent it on holiday stuff. There's no money to buy a combo. Wrong. That's a myth. All right, people are also going to say there's no time. You can't run events. There's no time in the fourth quarter. Everyone's going to be out of town, right? There's going to be too many people on vacation. There's going to be too many people leaving the state, the country. How are we supposed to run meetings if there's no time and everyone's on vacation? Well, again, false, wrong. People aren't going to their jobs, so that doesn't mean that they're unavailable. They're still totally available. So as we're looking at this, I want you to understand that the opposite is true. Statistically speaking, over the last 10 years, we go back and look at 2008, December for the country, 2009, December for the whole country. For the last 10 years, December, Americans spending money has gone up and up and up and up and up. So even though people are saying it, right, like your customer might say, oh, well, maybe after Christmas it's a better time. There's always going to be that percentage of people that say now is not a good time. But historically speaking, if you go back and look at, let's go back and look. We go back and look at what was happening in December last year. Let's just go take a look. By the way, congrats to Kathy McDonald last night. She got another order in, working on getting 1 star. So great work, Kathy. Just some more market 3-foot rule. One of her coworkers, she decided finally let's be real with this coworker and let's make some money with her. And it's working. Okay, so let's go back. Let's take a look. Where the heck is December of last year? There we go. There we go. So let's look at November. This is November, December of last year. 18,000, 2,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1,000, 7,000, 10,000, 1,800, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So it looks to me as though December is still a pretty healthy month. And round out December, 1,700, 2,000, 36,000 on the last payday of the year. 6,000. And then I had one combo fall into next year. So what this is saying is even on the last day of the year, people are still pulling out their credit cards and they're still buying combos. So for the next quarter, you need to protect your psychology. Excuse me. Every time we start talking about money, I start sneezing. Oh, man. Okay. That's huge. If you want to take a screenshot, that's only for your own personal reminder. As we get closer to the end of the year, our customers are still more excited. They're creating more resolve in their mind to actually make a new life. So if you stick with it, they'll buy from you. Let's go back and look one more year. Let's go look at December of 2016. December of 2016. Page 10, there we go. Okay, so even in December, back in December of 2016, 2 years ago, 16,000, 3,000, 4,000, 2,000, 1,000. So if we look at this, even for 2 years ago in December, how much money did we make? 23, 25, almost 30 grand in December. This stuff is huge, guys. So December is definitely a buying time. You have to protect your psychology when it comes to your action. Right? If we're looking at these next 3 months, the fourth quarter coming up, fourth quarter, we have to protect our psychology from all the rumors. Oh, I'm pretty sure I spelled that right this time. Yeah, protect your psychology. So how do we protect our psychology? What are some practical steps we can do to protect our psychology? How can we do this? Well, for some of you, you're already doing it, but one of the major keys is going to be affirmations. Affirmations. So did you guys know I'm a teacher now? I am a public speaking teacher for 7 to 13-year-olds. There's a school in Denver. In fact, it's the the Chinese school of Denver. And so even these little kids were working on affirmations. So the affirmation we did for those kids yesterday is one that I'm going to give you today so that we can continue to remind ourselves about this truth. I add value to other people's lives. This is one way we're going to protect our psychology, is reminding ourselves, I'm pretty much here to just add value to other people's lives. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to justify or blame. I'm here to add value to other people's lives. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. So sometimes you got to get up and tell yourself exactly that. You know, sometimes we get up and we're like, what the heck am I doing? Am I still on track? Is this goal really a thing for me? Absolutely, it's your goal. And we got to protect our psychology. I add value to other people's lives. Here's one other thing I'm going to make a big recommendation on is a new book that we just put into the Audible. It's also going to help you protect your psychology. It's called How to Never Lose a Customer Again. Never lose a customer. How to never lose a customer. Okay, this book is awesome. I'm a couple hours into it, and I can already tell I'm going to listen to it twice. So how to never lose a customer again. So there's a transition period as we're bringing on customers that in their first 100 days, they're either going to love us, they're going to just tolerate us, or they're going to hate us. In the first 100 days, so there are things we're doing right, but there's some things we could be doing better. So I would like to give you guys about a week and a half to listen. Give you guys about a week and a half to listen to this book, and then next in 2 weeks we will talk about it. We'll talk about how I'm applying it. We'll talk about how you're applying it. So get on that book today. Never lose a customer. Okay, so we're protecting our psychology. Now, so we got some affirmations, right? And then, of course, there's many more affirmations that we're going to work on. But another thing to protect our psychology is our schedule. If we know exactly what we're going to be spending our time on, then when distractions come up, no big deal. I already have my set schedule. I know what I'm doing, right? No distractions, laser focus. There's going to be a time when people are going to ask you to come to parts. Right? This fourth quarter here, right? We got our team party, which of course you're going to bring guests to. But there's going to be, all along the way, there's going to be parties in December that you're going to be invited to. Come to this, come to this, come to this, come to this. Right? Now, if you didn't hit your goal, your income goal, if you said, I'm going to make 6 figures this year, or I'm going to pay off my car this year, or I'm going to do whatever you said you were going to do, all the way back when you joined, or back in January, or whenever you joined, if it's not done yet, then don't go to those parties, right? Unless there's a high likelihood of you getting a sale from one of those parties, you don't go. Now, some people are going to say, Michael, that's harsh. I've been working hard all year. I know I'm not going to hit my goal. It was a big goal. It was too big goal. I shouldn't have set such a big goal. Please let me go to a party. Don't look at your goals that way. Don't look at them as a hindrance. There we go. Sorry, I had to plug my computer into power. There's so much power going on. Yeah, don't look at your goals as like a mistake. You know, if we're saying, hey guys, if you said you were going to pay off this debt, whatever you said at the beginning of the year, or that promise you made to yourself when you spent the money to join, right? You set a goal, you set an intention. Now, as we get closer, there are going to be more distractions, right? There's going to be other events and parties, right? There's going to be this whole weekend here where people are like, oh, Thanksgiving, I'm going to just take that off. That's the time to stop. That's the time to take a chill pill. Don't do that. Use this time for extra work. Okay? Right now, this quarter I'm going to call preseason. See, most people think we're rounding out the year. This is the finals, right? I think about it as the preseason. We're setting the stage for next year. Next year is going to be the championship. For all this here, all the stuff we've been working on, this is our preseason. Okay? So what that means, well, here's another way to think about it. If you were a farmer, and it's okay, another way of calling it preseason, I'm going to call it spring. Right? Now, again, don't be fooled, because your brain says winter, the calendar says winter, the temperature outside says winter, but mentally, this is springtime. This is our preseason. Now, if it's springtime and we're a farmer, then imagine you're out on the field and you got all the acres. Did you guys know that you have acres? However many acres, you have all of them. So you every morning you step out of your bedroom. There are all the acres for you. Now you got the seeds, you got the turbines, you got the machines, and you got some help. You got some other IMAs out there ready to work. It's preseason. We got all the acres. What are we going to do with our time? Now let's say you as the farmer, you get up every day and you got your goal, and then someone calls you and says, hey, Farmer Joe or Farmer Sue, we're going bowling today. Should we go bowling? Do you guys want to go bowling? You say, no, I'm a farmer. Okay. It's springtime. I'm a farmer. And apparently you didn't get the memo. Never ask a farmer to go bowling in the spring. What does that mean? Never ask a farmer to go bowling in the spring. What does that mean? Never ask a farmer to go bowling in the spring. If this is our springtime, this is our setup. Ooh, getting some comments. Here we go. The name of the book, Charlotte, is called Never Lose a Customer Again. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, we're getting the fields ready for spring. It's the only, like, we get this small window of setup, right? This is the setup. This is the how the spring goes is going to set you up for the whole rest of the year. This is our setup. So some of you are thinking, well, I've been working so hard. Let me take a break. Let me show you. Uh, uh, there's a where is it? There's a little video I'm going to pull up for you. Hold on a sec here. Preseason. There we go. Okay. This is what I want to show you. This is the attitude I'm proposing you guys take on. Let's see here. You guys ever heard of Emmett Smith?
Yeah.
Okay, here's his attitude when it comes to preseason. You guys still see this? Oops. What's happening? Okay, well, YouTube just told me stop trying that. Oh. Son of a. All right, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Welcome, welcome to my desktop. Here, this is it right here. Wait for it. This is our attitude for preseason. This is our attitude about the winter. This is our attitude about the spring. This is our attitude when it comes to us pushing forward with our goals. Got to be like Emmett Smith.
2 MVPs, 2 rings. I've been working hard. Maybe this year I'll take time off. There, that was refreshing. All men are created equal. Some work harder in the preseason.
Booyah, baby. All IMAs are created equal. Some just work harder in preseason. How you like me now? That's what we got to remember, guys. It's up to us. It's not about this person, that person, the tides of the seasons, the whims of the market. It's none of that. It's some work harder in preseason. So you should take a break. You've been working really hard. You right? They're asking you. You're on a roll. You're on a streak. You're putting in resources, time, money, energy, emotion, thoughts into your business, and then they say, "Take a break. Come on, man. Come take a break." That's what going bowling means. It means take a break, right? Go bowling, take a break. You saw his break, right? His break was 5 seconds, if that. Ah, that was refreshing. So some of you you think you're not capable of that kind of mentality, right? I'm telling you, hey, take on this attitude, this new setup for the winter, this fourth quarter, right? The setup. This is our fourth quarter, but you have this perception of yourself. You say, but I've already spent so much time this year. I've already spent 9 months on my goal. Can't I take a break? And you're going to try to talk yourself into a break. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to look around. You're going to see all these other people taking vacations, right? They're going to They're going to be like, well, I don't need this week. A regular person is going to be like, well, I don't need that week. Right? Why would I work that week? That's a holiday week. And, Christmas is right in the middle of the week, so we're not going to work that week. Oh, but then New Year's is coming up, so we're not going to work that week. And you know that the weekend right before, gosh, I don't want to work that week either. That goes right up to the week we're taking off, so I'll take the weekend off also. Oh, and then I can't be working here. That's Halloween. I gotta do that thing. I can't go to a meeting. I gotta go somewhere else. So we start justifications. And why are we making justifications? Because everyone else is doing it. Everyone else is taking time off. Everyone else is it's called winter break, Michael. Can't we have a break in the winter? No, we take a break when we've accomplished our goal. A day on the calendar doesn't mean break time. Okay, a season, a time of the year. We're on zombie. This is our time. We want to do the setup for 2019. If you didn't hit your goals for 2018, then this is the kind of attitude we got to take on. But typical people are going to take off 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, 12 days out of the next 90. All right, so they're losing a big percentage, 15% of their time they're taking off. Plus, mentally, they've already lost. Physically, their time, they're not going to show up. But mentally, to engage in this kind of thinking, they're not going to hit their goals for sure by the end of the year, let alone set themselves up for something solid for January. So what's going to happen is you're going to make a resolution. You're going to resolve. I would like to hear your guys' definition of the word resolve. When I say resolve, what is the definition? We're going to resolve. I resolve that. My income will be this. I resolve. What does resolve mean? There's a book called Resolve, which is really good. But we're not going to get into that. I want you to listen to that other book, How to Never Lose a Customer Again. Resolve means work until X happens. That's what it means. Work until X happens. You decide what X is. But now we're resolving. We've made our mind up. We're going to do this. So as you make this resolution, this fourth quarter resolution, right? Don't give up on your New Year's resolution. That's called working until X happens. So we got our fourth quarter resolve. Now, some can come and say, man, you're no fun. You're no fun, man. All you do is work. Man, that's no fun. And you can go, I'm a fun person. Watch. Look, I won't work. Now I'm fun. Come hang out with me. And they're going to say, no, you're not productive. So we have to resolve, and we're going to work until X happens. Okay? So we're not going to work until opinions show up. We're not going to work until we're ridiculed enough to stop. Right? Well, this is going to be weird for you guys. Some of you not doing what you have typically done every Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, the whole December. Most people have this idea of they say, let's get ready for next year by not working. Let's get ready for next year. Right? I'm taking December off to prepare for January. That doesn't make any sense. Okay? Here's my invitation to you. Walk away from the 97%. Walk away. Don't do what they do. If we're going to walk away from the 97%, the great news about that, the other side of that means you're joining the 3%. Look at that guy. He walks away from the 97%. So by default, he joins the 3%. Now, what does that look like, joining the 3%? And this is what people are asking me all weekend. And this is something that was huge for me. And they kept saying, Michael, what's the one thing? Tell me one thing. What's one thing I can do so I can join the 3%? What's this one thing that I can do? And this is what was for me. This is what has absolutely worked, and I've seen it work for everyone. Here's one thing you can do to walk away from the 7% and join the 3%. Here's what it is. And then I would like a Spanish translation as well. So here's the key. The one thing to do. There we go. All right. One thing for you to do in order to walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Here's what you're going to do. Do not neglect to do the easy things you can do for the next 5 years. Do not neglect to do the easy things you can do for the next 5 years. Wow. How easy is that? Do not neglect to do the easy things you can do for the next 5 years. So what are those 3%ers doing? What are the easy things that the 3%ers are doing? This is a good question, right? So can I get a Spanish translation? Do not neglect to do the easy things you can do for the next 5 years. Apple a day. That's easy. Walk around the block. It's for your health. Walk around the block. Can you pursue that? The 97%ers say they're too busy. Too busy. Oh man, I gotta check my Facebook status. I gotta watch this episode of something. I gotta get lost in whatever. No. We're not too busy. Walk around the block. That's easy. We could do that. Okay. Use a new language. This is definitely what the 3%ers do. Would you guys agree that the 3%ers use a different language than the 97%ers? Use a whole new language. Basically, don't say what poor people say. Is that easy to do or not? Right? We're looking at all the easy things we could be doing. Don't say what poor people say. Michael, what do poor people? In a general sense, here's what poor people say. It shows up in 3 different ways. Complaint, a justification, or blaming. That's the language of the 97%. Okay. So we're going to use a whole new language. We're going to walk away from the 97%. We're going to join the 3%. We're going to use a whole new language. Okay, the new language shows up in the form of gratitude. Right? We're always talking about things we're grateful for. We're always talking about things that, when you're cruising in the car with a 97%er and the light turns red, they'll start complaining. But when you're with a 3%er and the light turns red, they'll express some gratitude. They'll find a way to be grateful. So this is new kind of language that you're taking on. All right, do we get our translation going on here? Oh, we got some comments. A promise to never give up on yourself. Yeah, that's another way of looking at it. Okay, no te olvides de hacer las cosas fáciles por los siguientes 5 años. How did I do? Okay, I'm gonna do do not neglect to do the easy things you can do for the next 5 years. So we can do an apple a day, we could walk around the block, we're gonna use a new language, we're gonna have some gratitude, right? We're gonna have a new attitude. These are easy things to do. Read. What are the easy things we could do every day? Yeah, they're losers. There's a language of winners, there's a language of losers. And the good news is we get to pick. Gosh, guys, we're so lucky. We get to pick our language. We don't realize that is a right we have in America. That's not a right that every human on the planet has, being able to pick their language. Do you realize how lucky we are that we get to pick a language? Right? We have the freedom of speech. Holy dude. Some of you have not been out of the country yet to experience what it's like. Okay, remember this whole thing about humans take things for granted until we lose them, right? Until it's gone, we took it for granted. Then it's gone, then we really appreciated it. Well, one thing that's that we don't want to have go away so we can appreciate it is the freedom of speech, right? There are billions of people on the planet. There are billions of people on the planet that are under a government's control where they're not allowed to say what they want to say. They don't get to pick. There's a language that's imposed on them. And here we are in America with the freedom of speech. Oh, I'm so grateful. So because of that, it is your responsibility to pick the language that's going to change your life. Pick the language that's going to enhance your awareness and your ability to make your life what you want it to be. Freedom of speech. There's so many ways to say it. Don't use the language of the poor. Now, another easy thing to do every day is reading. Apple a day, walk around the block, use a new language, read. Could you imagine if your assignment for today was to read and you didn't know how? And that would be really hard. That would be a hard assignment. But your assignment of reading ends up being pretty easy because you know how. But again, there are millions of adults in our country that are illiterate. Millions that don't know how to read. They're over 18 and they don't know how to read. You do. All of you here know how to read, or else you wouldn't have been on this webinar. You had to read something to get here. So you're here. You can read. Now, one of the things you have to do to be a 3%er is read books. So good thing you know how to read. Do not neglect to do the easy things you can do every day for the next 5 years. Keep reading. Look at the compound effect of reading. If you read 10 pages a day, you're reading 3,600 pages a year, which means in the next 5 years, you're reading about 20,000 pages. You know, if you read 20,000 pages of smart people stuff, you'd be pretty smart. No doubt about it. So do not neglect to do the easy things we could do every day for 5 years. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Here's another easy thing. Easy to do is give back. Not pay back. Give back. Give back to society. Give back. Or I guess we can also say pay it forward. That was a cool movie. I finally got to watch that movie. Pay it forward. This is easy to do. Passing on advice, passing on ideas, passing on a smile, passing on money. To do. Some of you are like, cool, I'll give all the things except money. No, give all the things, including money. Give back or pay it forward. That's easy to do. Maybe give someone 5 extra minutes as they're trying to work through something. Right? The whole idea of giving the resources, giving back. This is easy to do. Okay? There's a time and place to give. You're not going to do it all day, every day, because you got goals you got to hit. But one easy thing to do is to give back. This is it, guys. This is your responsibility. We're looking at the fourth quarter. You've told your family different things you're going to be doing, right? Maybe this is your first quarter with Renatus, your first fourth quarter with Renatus. Maybe this is your ongoing second, third, fourth, fifth. Maybe you've been hanging out with us for the whole time, 7, 8 years. This is your fourth quarter. And doing things that are a little bit different than the average American. And so you're going to receive some feedback or criticism that you're being weird. That's okay. Being rich is weird. It is weird to have more money than you need. That's weird. So when they're saying you're weird, you know what? That's weird. I'm going to have a weird bank account. I'm going to have a weird vacation schedule. I'm going to have weird friends. I'm going to have a weird address, right? It's all weird when you actually pick it and you design it. So this is your fourth quarter. This is your resolve. You told people at the beginning of the year different things you were going to do. You told them. You said, I'm going to do this back in January. You said, I'm going to do it. Well, now here we are. We got a couple more months to prove yourself right. Let's close that gap between January and now. Right? There are people watching you. There are people relying on you. Kids, family members, co-workers, roommates. Maybe you got kids on the way. Maybe one of your family members is struggling and you end up adopting their kids. There's all sorts of things that are going to be happening to us. But if we make this resolve, the universe will bend for us to make this stuff happen. You've got to have this resolve. Fourth quarter attitude. Don't fall for the rumors. Okay, you got to protect your psychology. Get that book, Never Lose a Customer Again. Here's your affirmation for the day. Say it loud, say it proud. I add value to other people's lives. Get on your schedule. Don't fall for distractions. And resolve means work until X happens. So let's resolve to walk away from the 97%. And what does that mean? That means don't neglect to do the easy things you could do every day for the next 5 years. Join the 3%. It's Money Monday. We got a lot of work ahead of us. It's easy to do work compared to the things we used to do. So stay focused. Enfocar. Stay focused. Stay grateful. Stay productive. Get on it. Stay up late. Get up early. Catch up and keep up. This is your time to shine. Okay? Exercise that freedom of speech, guys. Proud of you for being here. Great work. Thank you for starting out the day with plenty of people. Remember, as you're recruiting this week, to give people the phone number to get on these calls with us every day, every day, every day. We got this. Stay focused. Money Monday, go after it. I got to hop on the pack call. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.